Hi, all. This is Dr. J streaming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather was mild. It was a little windy, though. That sort of put a crimp in the weather, but it was nice. I mean, we took a walk. It was okay. Uh, Took my grandson out to lunch again today. He really enjoys going out to lunch with me, and the feeling is quite mutual. He's going to be 3 soon. He's a big boy. Uh, what else? Did my qigong in the morning. Played the market. I did play the market today. I did a few things. I closed my Facebook position because I hit my mental target of 10-point gain, and it was a swing position. I hit it pretty quickly. I was grateful to be out of it. And what else? I bought more tandem. I bought tandem yesterday, and I bought even more than today than I bought yesterday. I like it. And it was in this around 60 something, 60 and a half. Looked like a good buy. I went bargain hunting, I guess. I think it's a bargain anyway. So my accumulation of tandem continues. I do think, though, that I will sell some if and when, let me be more positive, when it gets back to the $70 area, probably sell half my position. I expect it to make new highs above 72, but I'm watching it very carefully. Should it dip below 59, I'll probably sell a few shares as well. So, I'm trading it, I guess. Voyager, I added more Voyager, and I came back from where I bought it. I bought it in the low 20s today, I believe. So something like that. So it closed in the high 20s, 2085, I think. I bought it from the point of view of a swing trade. So I would probably sell it at about 22.50. I think I paid 20.40. So I'll make 2 points, willing to lose about 50 cents. There goes a 4-to-1 shot. So I don't know why, but I think I do know why. I always like my trades. I do like that one. Dow was up about 0.6% today. The S&P about 0.4. I think it was up. No, yeah, and the Nasdaq was flat. The IWM was up nicely. The IBB was down. So I mean, it was a mixed market, mostly up. Want to talk about CVM because as a shareholder, I received a letter at the end of the month from the company explaining the decision by the Independent Research Committee to continue the trials until 298 events are hit. So 298 events means 298 deaths, unfortunately. By the way, I have a history with this company. I've been in and out of it since about 2007, I think, 2007, 2007. Yeah, about that. Made some money on it when it was bird flu play. It's been a funny company, one that you could make money trading. And I think this time you could not only make money trading, but make money holding. So it's a different perspective I have this time around on CVM. Anyway, I was getting back to that letter. I was analyzing it. I reread it again. Second time I read it, maybe the third time I read it. I think I have the numbers all memorized already. According to them, there were 930 people enrolled, if I do my math correctly. It was something like 260 enrolled in 2016. And prior to that, 670 were enrolled. The majority of that were enrolled in 2015. The smallest number was enrolled in 2011 through 2013, with about 200 enrolled in 2014. Anyway, it adds up, if you add those numbers up, to about 930. Then the magic number for the number of events or deaths is 298, which is a strange number. I don't know how to get that number, but anyway, it has not been arrived at yet, and the independent data committee said continue the trials. And from the company's perspective, this may be a good thing. It probably is a good thing because it means that 298 deaths have yet to occur, and including those from 2011 to 2013, which are much longer, surviving much longer than 3 years on average, I would think. I mean, if all of those people died, then you would have met the 298. So I was thinking about the numbers and its implications, and I think it's unclear whether it's a really good thing or not. I mean, I do think it's a good thing, but if the numbers were so skewed that, from not counting 2016, out of 670 patients, much less than maybe only 20% of people died in 3 years, or altogether, then they would have said, stop the study. It's so fantastic that there's no need for it to go on. On the other hand, if the number was just about 297, they would have said, stop the study. There's no need to go on. So I think it's somewhere in between. I think it's hovering around the goal of the primary endpoint of having a 10% better result, based on 55% with the standard of care. So 55% of the patients should survive after 3 years just with surgery and either radio chemotherapy or radiation alone. That is the current standard of care. But they're shooting for an improvement of 10%, so that would mean 65% should survive at least. I think it's around that number going into the final cohort from 2016. So I think this last group, 3 years from now, would make it September 2019 that the last patient was dosed. So the study, in my mind, should not go on one day later than that. At the very worst, we will know how many events there were at least 3 years after the last person was dosed. And if that's not 298, stop it, because you're doing great. So I think we're coming to a conclusion of the study, and a readout should happen soon. That's my feelings, based on rereading the letter. I don't think it'll happen as late as September 2019. I think it'll become clear that they met their endpoint, and I think they will. I mean, they may not, but I think they will. And I think they will prove it way before September of 2019. So we're into April of 2019. What's way before? Well, May, June, July, probably right around there. Right around July would be my guess, maybe August. But before September, probably July. My feeling is we're going to hear the readout of the data in July. They may, in fact, stop the study earlier, but they have to analyze the data. We're going to hear from, well, we should hear soon after the study is stopped, early July. So by early July, the bets will be final, so to speak. So whatever shares you have will be subject to a binary event. Because if multi-keying fails, it's going to be. Now, on the other hand, if multi-keying is a success, I think it's worth much more than it is selling at now. And much more than it'll be selling at in July, which I think is higher than what it's selling at now. So I think right now it's selling in the mid fours, right? Something like that. I think we could see a run to 7 prior to July, or sometime in July. And I think the sense is, as each month goes by, as each week goes by, we're getting closer to that data readout. And more institutions are coming in as per the letter, and more investors in general are coming in. I think very few shorts are in at this point, but once it hits 7, you're going to see shorts come in. It begins to be more worth it. Right now, it's not worth it to shorts to take the risk of a $100 million company becoming a $2 billion company overnight. That's what could happen. Yeah, I know. That's 200 to 1. I know that. So it's incredible, but that could happen, right? Not 200 to 1. It's 20 to 1. So the $7 company could become a $140 company almost overnight. Something like what happened to Biopath, only it'll stay there. It won't just come down the same day. So it's a scary thought for shorts. They need to get a better price to short it, considering what could happen if it is a big success. And Gert, the CEO, Gert Kirsten, is an extremely optimistic man. I know all CEOs believe in their company, believe in their drugs, but I feel that Gert has not only a gut feeling about it, but a little bit more than that. The results in phase 2 support a successful primary outcome. In other words, the results in phase 2 were better than 10% increase in overall survival after 3 years. So I'm very optimistic. Continuing to add on occasion to my CVM collection. My own plan this time is to sell at least some before the data readout. Now, of course, the data readout could happen any day now, and I may not have the opportunity to short if it's bad. I mean, to sell some. But I think I have a good enough sense that we're months away as opposed to weeks away. So if it runs to 7, I'm probably going to take a little off the table this time. Because when I say this time, I got badly burnt with Geron, continuing to buy into the run-up and not selling a share, single share profit. So I have a profit on CVM, and this is just my feelings. When it hits around 7, and there's no reason it can't go higher than that, it's just a number. But if and when it hits around 7, and I do believe it will, Dr. J is going to take a little off the table, if you don't mind. This has been Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York. I want to say shalom, sayonara. Do you want to look at charts? I have charts, but I don't think it's necessary tonight. You want to know what else I did? I bought some Voyager, more Tandem. I sold Facebook. I bought more EVRI, which is a swing trade of mine that I'm not doing well on. Bought it at 10 1/4. It's 10.03. I sold my Alpha Ready for a profit, my swing trade. I don't know. Every swing trade I went into has been working out for me lately. Let's hope every works out. Have a great evening. Shalom. Sayonara. Please subscribe to the vlog. As always, my opinions are strictly my own and do not constitute investment advice. Share the link with your friends. Subscribe to the channel. Write comments. I'm going to get around to trying to respond to your requests for certain stocks to be charted. I keep getting them and haven't had the time to really do too many. I'm going to try to be more diligent and do more. So if I haven't gotten around to yours yet, I'm sorry, but I will try to. Nag me on it. Request it again. This has been Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York. Shalom, sayonara, au revoir, arrivederci, ciao, adios, amigos.